It is my pleasure to introduce Shola Finkelstein, President of Federation, and Nancy Cohn-Rabin, our E.B. Hirsch Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. They have an important message for our honorees.
As you see, I'm here with Nancy Cohn-Rabin and Rochelle Borer, and we are standing behind a display of the awards that will be given to our honorees.
Each woman exemplifies the quality to lead, influence, and inspire in her respective organization.
All of you are special, not just to your organizations, but to Federation and the greater Baltimore Jewish community.
Congratulations to each and every one of you for all that you do and all that you will continue to do in the future.
Mazel tov, everyone!
Hi, my name is Sharon Hammeroff, and I am the membership chairman of Adah Chaim in Baltimore County. We are one of the smallest sisterhoods around, but the mightiest, I will tell you. We are very supportive of each other, and we work very hard for the synagogue and for everybody in the community. One thing I will say that I started out this year coming to an end of meeting just to see what it was all about. I had just newly retired and was looking for something to do. And I have to tell you, these were the most nicest, welcoming, warm people I've ever met. And in fact, I also brought a friend in who also joined the sisterhood. One of the things that we've done so far is that we went to Amazing Glaze, where we made bowls and then donated them to the homeless. I also introduced my daughter as an author, a rom-com author, and her first book had come out. So I brought her over to the sisterhood where she was able to present her book with great success. And I really appreciate the sisterhood for supporting her for that. So, like I said, this is a very small but mighty sisterhood, but we are a force to be reckoned with, and I can't thank them enough for their faith and their interest and listening to some of my ideas that maybe aren't so great, but they listen anyway. Again, thank you very much. I'm honored for this. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lauren Lesser, the Women Who Plan for the Future Award. Wow, but I can be spontaneous. You know, it does happen. However, planning for the future is so important to me. If generations in the past hadn't planned for the future or today, then where would the different organizations have been when times of unsettledness or surprises happen upon us, like COVID or unfortunately like October 7th? It was really a privilege to chair the Lion of Judah Endowment Committee and the Life and Legacy Committee for the Associated. I am so grateful for having been asked. I'm grateful to my committee members and the professional staff. Without all of us working together, we would not have been successful. And thank you to the community for answering our call to do endowment and legacy gifts to the greater Baltimore community, which allows for strategic planning so that we can plan for all of those future things that happen to us. Thank you also to the Federation of Jewish Women's Organizations for this honor. Thank you to my family for sharing their time with us, Lador Bador. And thank you to Associated Women for this honor. I am so grateful. I am so happy that you recognize my commitment to all of the tomorrows. Yisrael Chai.
Hi, my name is Robin Kleiman from Bethel Sisterhood. I'm a longtime member of Bethel, but didn't become involved in their sisterhood until I went on a women's trip to Israel and met some of the core women who have been the foundation of this group. That was back in 2013. The rest is history. I have been a board member, a vice president, and the treasurer of Sisterhood. During the past few years, I have served as co-chair of two key committees, both of which focus on planning for the future, the theme of this convention. The program committee plans monthly speakers, and we try to engage and educate our members with a diverse lineup. The trip committee plans monthly trips, which range from New York, DC, Philadelphia, and even our own backyard. Both committees help bring a sense of community to our members, and it has been my honor to be a part of these groups. Even though Bethel is one of the largest sisterhoods in the country, Bethel's sisterhood really lives up to the word sisterhood. There is a special bond of support and camaraderie which has been a wonderful part of my life. I want to thank my sisterhood members for nominating me for this great honor. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ellen Jackman. I am a proud member of Beth Israel Sisterhood. As a longtime member, I have had many positions. Currently, I'm on the Sisterhood Board and am a co-chair of the Membership and Communication Committees. Sisterhood supports our congregation through many different ways, with kiddushim, monetary contributions, and volunteering for various activities and events. Sisterhood also this year has planned many fun and educational programs. We celebrated Sukkot, we celebrated Passover, we celebrated Tisha B'Av, and Sisterhood Shabbat. Thank you to all my sisters for nominating me for this honor.
Good afternoon. My name is Sheila Bridge. Allow me to state how humble and deeply honored I am to have this most prestigious award from Beth Tefillah Sisterhood. I hold Beth Tefillah very close to my heart, as several members of my family attended the original Hebrew school. My mom, Frances Botwinick, was a dedicated member of the sisterhood. I served as recording secretary, served on committees, volunteered for events, and helped decorate the bima for Sukkot, and have worked on Shop Till You Drop boutique. I count myself very fortunate to be affiliated with wonderful women who are totally dedicated to the causes of the shul, the school, and our Jewish community. I celebrate the sisterhood for the remarkable work we have achieved with many activities and events such as game day, trips, speakers, and raising money to support the shul and moving forward to a brighter future. Many thanks to Rosalie Klotzman and Stephanie Kronthal for inspiring me to participate their vision for the boutique. Thank you all again. May I express my pride and my gratitude for the wonderful work that you do and for the recognition and the opportunities that this brings for me. Your support and kindness means the world to me. We should continue to count our blessings, but make our blessings count. Baruch Hashem. And we welcome new members to the shul and the sisterhood.
I am Maxine Seidman, honored to be awarded a Woman Looking to the Future by Chana, which is one fabulous organization managed by a group of beautifully intelligent women. When I first got involved, we had a helpline where we were trained to answer clients' calls and refer them to advocates. Another time, a group of us, we were a committee of 5, probably the oldest women on the board, and we had a gathering of people to let them know of Chana's services. At that gathering, Deborah Weiner spoke about her job as a journalist, and then the then executive director, Nancy Aiken, talked about Chana's services. Now Lauren Shavitz and her staff perform wonderful activities, educating children about safe dating and our elder abuse program, which is very helpful to the community. Again, I'm really very honored and thank Chana for awarding me this.
My name is Marcia Yaffe. I'm a proud member of Chizuk Emunah Sisterhood. Throughout the years, I've served in many offices of Sisterhood, from president on down. Currently, I'm Torah Fund Chair, which raises money to support the students at our 5 conservative worldwide seminaries for conservative Judaism. I'm also serving as chair of our community service yearly program of shredding and e-cycling, which is coming up this May 18th, 9 o'clock at Chizuk. Thank you all to my sisters in the hood for nominating me for this special honor. I'm very grateful to be working with such a wonderful group of hardworking and dedicated women. Congratulations to all our honorees, and I hope everyone enjoys the day. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alana Katz. I am the Accounts Payable Treasurer for the upcoming fiscal year for the Covenant Guild organization. I have enjoyed being part of the board, co-chair of the Civic Committee, and chair for the Fireball Card, along with helping on other committees. Covenant Guild's commitment to loving, caring, giving, and sharing has remained strong. Since 1947, Covenant Guild's dynamic volunteers have worked together raising money and providing hands-on assistance to those in need. We are always looking ahead and are open to new ideas on how to reach our goals. The support of the board and our members is phenomenal. I cannot thank Covenant Guild and the Federation of Jewish Women enough for this esteemed honor and award. I look forward to many more years of working together to helping those in need. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Julie Bernstein, and I'm so grateful to be this year's Hadassah of Greater Baltimore's honoree. When I was told, I was at first speechless, not very often, and then humbled. I thought back when I was introduced to Hadassah when I moved to Baltimore about 16 years ago. I was invited to go, as well as volunteer at an event. It was an American Doll mother-daughter event. Well, that daughter is just finishing her first year of her doctorate program in grad school, and I have had a deep felt relationship with Hadassah ever since. To be part of something that is so much larger than yourself has kept me going and wanting to continue to support the journey. Volunteering is not just about the attention it brings you, but the way it makes you feel inside. Well, that is Hadassah. It makes you feel. It is not just about the incredible people it helps every day all over the world with its training, or about being on the forefront of medical technology and cures, but when you walk into the hospital, your race, religion, ethnicity, or who you are never plays a factor. You are treated because you are a human being. Nowhere in the world is there a place like this. To be a part of that, no feeling can compare. You honor me today, but I hope to keep honoring you every day. Thank you, and congratulations to all the other worthy honorees.
My name is Nina Rosenzweig, and today I am the proud honoree of Israel Bonds. My involvement began in 2014 when I hosted a women's division event in my home to install the new chairs, and 2 years later, I co-chaired the annual fashion show where over 400 attendees bonded in support of Israel. The following year, I became a member of the newly created Women's Division Leadership Cabinet under Linda Ellman's tenure and continue in that position to this day. Here, I helped to create Game Day, attracting over 100 attendees at each event. I remain as one of the co-chairs and look forward to our summer event on Thursday, August 7th. In addition, I helped create and also co-chaired a very successful Tu B'Shvat planting event during the pandemic in partnership with Pearlstone. Grow with Israel Bonds. I've also opened my home to the Women's Division Summer Meeting Group in 2018. Israel Bonds has raised over $54 billion in global investments since the organization's founding in 1951, including more than $4 billion since the October 7th terrorist attack through the end of 2024. Now, more than ever, since that fateful day in late 2023, it is important to support Israel, its people, and our future. It has been an honor working with such a wonderful group in our women's division. I want to thank Alyssa, Vered, Hillary, Steve, and the entire Israel Bonds organization for this honor. I look forward to helping more women bond with the state of Israel. Am Yisrael Chai. Thank you.
Hi, I am Chaya Greenwald, representing the Jewish Caring Network here in Baltimore. The Jewish Caring Network services families with loved ones who are going through illness and major health challenges and are extremely overwhelmed with daily responsibilities. The Jewish Caring Network steps in and fills all these needs from dinners to babysitters, driving to doctor appointments, birthday gifts, going to the cleaners, you name it, they do it. There are no birthday or anniversaries that go uncelebrated, and they provide dinners out and celebration. That happens to be one of the things that I have been doing for many years for the Jewish Caring Network, but that is literally a drop in the bucket from what they really do. Several years ago, aside from all those services, JCN, Jewish Caring Network, opened up the Tikva House. And there's no other way to describe the Tikva House other than a boutique hotel located in downtown Baltimore, literally down the block from Johns Hopkins. Several years ago, in addition to all these services, JCN opened the Tikva House. There is no other way to describe it other than a boutique hotel located down the block from Johns Hopkins for those that are local or anyone coming from all over the world for treatments. They provide free lodging with personal suites and a full fridge and pantry. Most importantly, people going through illness feel very isolated and alone. And what the Jewish Caring Network provides is a big, warm communal hug. They make them feel that they are not alone, and members of the community are thinking of them and taking care of them always. Thank you for this honor.
Good afternoon. I'm Sheila Sabo from the Kappa Guild. I'm deeply honored to be recognized today for my 58 years of involvement with the Kappa Guild organization. I was just 21 when I first joined, young, eager, and hopeful. What I found was more than just a charitable organization. I found a family. I've made lifelong friends and built relationships that have enriched my life beyond words. Through the years, whether serving as president, chair, co-chair, or simply as an active member, I've had the privilege of watching Kappa Guild grow and evolve. From raising funds for toys and play spaces that brought smiles to hospitalized children, to now gifting medical equipment and providing scholarships for summer camp programs. Our impact has only deepened. To say I'm proud and honored to be part of something greater than myself is truly an understatement. Kappa Guild has not only helped children in need, it has also shaped who I am. Thank you for this incredible recognition.
Hello, I am Marla Friedman, and I am honored to have been asked to join today at the Federation of Jewish Women's Organizations of Maryland to accept this award on behalf of the Levendale Auxiliary Incorporated. A little over 5 years ago, I was excited to have been asked by Iris Miller to join the Levendale Auxiliary Board. Since 1899, the Levendale Auxiliary has been committed to improving the emotional and spiritual needs of the residents. The auxiliary looks to provide the extras for the residents, like partaking in happy hour, distributing the Rosh Hashanah cards, Sukkah decorating with junior auxiliary, Hanukkah candlelighting, community Shabbat dinners, Purim celebrations, and more. In addition to this, the auxiliary gives out gifts to the residents over Hanukkah and has had pizza day to thank the staff for all their hard work. During COVID, we needed to think creatively, so we help by providing activity books and iPads to the residents. I am so grateful to be a past president and a member of this wonderful group of women for so many years. Thank you so much for recognizing me today. It means so much to me to receive this award from such an impressive group of individuals. Thank you to the past presidents, to the board members, to everyone here today. The Levendale Auxiliary truly holds a special place in my heart.
I'm Marty Robinson, a member of Moses Montefiore Anshe Yabuna's sisterhood. I'm very proud to belong to this congregation. 15 years ago, my husband and I were invited to a bar mitzvah there. And at the end of the bar mitzvah, we had such a warm feeling, we decided to go back 2 weeks later. As we left 2 weeks later, we looked at each other and said, you know what? And both of us at the same time said, we're going to join this congregation. So while I was working, I wasn't as active in the sisterhood, but now that I'm not working, I've been in charge. I've been acting as sisterhood recording secretary. I worked on the Kiddush committee for many years, chopping and making beautiful dishes for their Shabbats. And I've also reorganized Rabbi Shapiro's file cabinets. That's something that I love to do. I want to thank Moses Montefiore Sisterhood for allowing me this honor, and I wish them the best.
My name is Susan Klein. I am the Vice President of the Roger C. Snyder Memorial Ladies Auxiliary Number 117 Jewish War Veterans. I want to thank the auxiliary for this honor. The mission of the auxiliary and the Jewish War Veterans is to support Jewish War Veterans, American Jewry, and Israel. I attend monthly lunch meetings and act as a liaison to the Maryland Veterans Hospital. Our organization supports and distributes money to 15 organizations, including the USO, the IDF, Ahavas Yisrael, Tel Shomer Hospital in Israel, and many more. Last year, we supplied Stacky travel chairs and made a donation for the Christmas Fund to the Maryland Veterans Hospital. We also engage in community activities, such as joining at the Meyerberg for the Veterans Day celebration. We also joined a local war veteran post in going to Washington, D.C. to visit the Holocaust Museum and the Jewish Military Museum, and joined in their Hanukkah party. We are very active, as you can see. We also go to David Shoes twice a year just to have a celebration, and there's a bingo night. There is great camaraderie among the women, and we are always expanding our activities. We welcome anyone here today who would like to join our worthy cause. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lori Diener, and I'm honored to be recognized by Temple Isaiah Sisterhood of Howard County. As a new Temple member 6 years ago, I worked with Sisterhood to secure a grant for mental health programming, which turned out to be very helpful during COVID. And of course, no good deed goes unpunished. I was recruited to join the Sisterhood board, first as programming co-chairperson and currently as co-membership chairperson. I've strived to plan innovative programming to energize our organization, and some of this programming has included visits to the newly renovated Mormon Temple, the Planet Word Museum, and the National Museum of Women in the Arts. Our themed happy hours always include a social action component, such as creating Jewish holiday cards for seniors. I'm very grateful for the friendships and inspiration that Sisterhood has provided to me. My gratitude to the Federation of Jewish Women's Organizations and Temple Isaiah Sisterhood for this awesome tribute.
Hi, my name is Terry Wilner, and I am thrilled and humbled to be nominated by the Women's Club of Har Sinai Oheb Shalom congregation as a woman who plans for the future. As a lifelong member of what is now Har Sinai Oheb Shalom congregation, it's been both my privilege and honor to have been involved in so many valuable programs. For over 15 years, I've coordinated the Kiddush luncheons following bar and bat mitzvah services. We named our program Simple Celebrations, and these events serve as a fundraising opportunity for our Women's Club. We feel proud to have been able to, over these years, to help raise thousands of dollars that have gone towards funding important programs, especially ones benefiting our religious school. Another program that I'm most proud of is our monthly commitment to Bunches of Lunches, a program under the auspices of the Jewish Connection Network at the Associated that started during COVID to provide meals to people experiencing food insecurity. As chair of the program at HSOSC, I have been very fortunate to recruit a large and committed group of volunteers. We call them our angels, who help collect and deliver meals the first Monday of every month. Since starting out almost 3 years ago, we've collected and distributed well over 5,000 meals. We've also incorporated this idea of giving back to the community into our religious school curriculum. The first Sunday of every month, the kids assemble 150 meals that we'll distribute the following day. This is a huge commitment on the part of our Hebrew school, both from the staff as well as the kids. We've also expanded our project to include an annual interfaith Bunches of Lunches with Friends event, where we invite members of 3 church partners to join our congregation in creating, packing, and distributing well over 800 meals each time. On a less serious but fun note, I've been a regular cast member of our congregation's Purim Spiel for so many years. What a pleasure it is to entertain an audience while showcasing the important story of Esther, a strong and clever woman who saves the Jewish people. I hope by encouraging younger members, including the kids at HSOSC, to participate in community service programs, that we instill the values of Tikkun Olam, repairing the world, and Gemilut Chasadim, performing acts of loving kindness, ensuring the continued growth and successful future of our congregation. But most important, I could never have done any of these programs, projects, and events without the support of an incredibly dedicated group of volunteers. It truly does take a village, and I'm lucky to be part of a congregation whose mission it is to give so much back to the community. Thanks so much to Sherry Bell, Susan Yaffe, and the entire Women's Club at Har Sinai Oheb Congregation and the Women's Club for selecting me for this great honor.
Hi, my name is Marla Littman, and I'm one of the vice presidents of the Women of Baltimore Hebrew Congregation. 4 years ago, I started the Book Circle, which meets every other month, and we do all kinds of fun things, reading challenges, read a single book, author studies, and I then compile all that information and send it out to the members. I've also been involved with the Grandparent Schmooze and Share. I previously was co-chair. I'm happy to say that the Grandparent Schmooze and Share has won awards from the Women of Reform Judaism. This year, when the former chairman moved up, I took over as chairperson. I'd like to thank the women of BHC and the Federation for this honor. There's so many deserving people that make up WBHC, and I'm honored to be among them.